All right, recording has begun. So
All right.
this is a
So just
tier list of the Bloons Tower Defense 6 towers based on how they would react to trying to ground the up house from up.
how they would fare to having to ground the
So first
up
we
head.
should make our tiers and like what they mean. Like what's the best and what's the worst. I think
Exactly.
best is safely grounds the house. That's the best.
Yes.
Then like makes some headway maybe. Then almost
Slow going.
slow going,
Oh,
sure. Then can't do
maybe.
anything. Or yeah, let's say no. I think maybe is already slow going. We'll call slow going maybe. Then it'll be can't do anything, and then bottom tier is destroys the house. How does that sound?
All right. That works with me. All right. So we'll save the Paragons and the VTSG for last. Let's start off with the Dart Monkeys.
Okay.
Juggernaut.
I feel like Juggernaut. Probably. Oh wait, I should. I'm gonna add two. I'm gonna add two more tiers. I'm gonna add a placeholder tier, and then I'm gonna
Mhm.
add another tier, slightly above destroys the house, and that's damages the house, or like can do it, but it will hurt. And Juggernaut is definitely gonna be the first one can do it, but it'll hurt because like the Juggernaut, it'll definitely like pop balloons. But with those splitting projectiles and just like how much like area damage it does, it's gonna break all the fucking windows and like dent the entire house. It's gonna like destroy half. The
All I'm
porch is
saying is
gonna be
Carl's
gone.
fucked. Carl's fucked.
Oh, Carl has been hit with blunt force trauma like 20 times. He's bleeding on the floor. Um, what's his name? Russell. Russell's a red stain on
Russell.
the wall. Doug is using one of the
No,
balls as a
not
chew toy. And because they explode, because it's Ultra Juggernaut, he's done for. Um,
Plasma Monkey Fan Club.
I think it makes some headway. I mean, it's really strong, but it's also like, I don't know. I don't get a good
Feel like
vibe from
you
it.
think about it, Plasma Monkey Fan Club on its own versus Plasma Funky Fan Club with a fan club,
Mhm.
right?
I mean, even
Like those are two
on its
different
own,
people.
it's basically just a fucking 200 plasma.
Yeah, 030.
No,
X
200.
three X. Oh yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right. I'm just fucking brain
I
damaged.
think it makes headway. I think it could probably do it, frankly. Like,
It's just a matter of dedication and getting the gang together.
yeah, it's like if he's having an off day, then he's makes some headway. If he's like on his A game, if he's been like if he just like had a nice shit reading Uncle John's bathroom reader for 30 minutes and now he's like feeling refreshed and educated, then he'll come out and fucking pop all the balloons and
Just
get Carl
fucking pop all those
Carl
balloons.
safely for his fucking dialysis.
Oh, fucking no.
Why are we grounding
Colonoscopy.
the up house again?
It's
Crossbow
been a bad
Master.
boy. Crossbow Master. I think
Maybe?
this one's yeah.
His range is
If
the
the
problem.
dart
It's a crossbow.
his yeah.
It's like I'm imagining that the up house is like at like a pretty stark altitude, frankly. It's like I don't know.
It's
It's maybe at like half the height
it's
of
a
a hot air
crossbow.
balloon. So it's still really high off the ground, but it's not like completely out of range.
I don't know. I think you're underestimating the range of the crossbow.
But without losing like strength. But then it is also kind of like a super powerful crossbow that can destroy blimps. So
Yeah. So I think maybe like make some headway, put it above Plasma Monkey. But the Plasma Monkey is just throwing darts and does only have its ability to land to shoot plasma, whereas the but then maybe put that one below because a crossbow.
I think plasma
Like
does
plasma has
better. I think
high.
plasma is like one like it's like a stepping stool away from destroying like
Yeah.
all the balloons. So Plasma Monkey's like the border between A tier and S tier.
Yeah.
Glaive Lord grounds the house safely. One fucking
Yeah.
hit And that
And that
ricochet is destroying every fucking balloon. It's fine.
There are no balloons in Bossing Say.
They're gone. It's fine. Glavelord just wins.
Where are Bloons Tower Defense 6?
Gone. You mean there are no balloons in Bloons Tower Defense 6? Gone. No.
Yeah.
Permacharge. Can't do anything. It has very low range because it's just a boomerang.
Same thing with the other motherfucker.
I mean, he throws straight. He throws straight and they explode. So I think he can probably do it, but it'll hurt.
Yeah, he's also Australian, which means he's like natural hanging upside down. So for all that,
yucky.
If this is a cannon,
I think all the bomb shooters pretty much immediately just go and destroys the house.
Yes,
they have no like hard accuracy. Your best shot would be Moab Elim, but
it's not a Moab.
It's not a Moab, and it's also still an explosion. One missed shot and Carl is dust.
Yeah, you're just like sitting there, like it's like the fucking like the stereotypical like I'm gonna prove my accuracy by shooting the arrow off your head with my bow and arrow. Except you're doing that with a javelin rocket.
You're doing it with an ICBM.
Yeah. Say, speaking of destroys the house.
Yeah, Inferno Ring. Fuck that.
A Fortunate Son MP3.
Blade Maelstrom. Well, I don't think Blade Maelstrom would destroy the house. I don't think blades are going to cut through. Well, I mean, it's mostly wood.
It's a saw blade. They are being thrown. I would imagine like a saw blade being thrown would probably like stick into something rather than cut through it very easily.
I don't think it's destroying the house, but it'll hurt. I think it can do it, but it'll hurt. Attack zone, I don't think it's going to do much of anything.
I mean, it's just short range.
It's so short range
that like it wouldn't. You can't pop anything from that far away. I mean, like obviously, I mean it's just work. Yeah, it's just on its own. It's kind of fucked, isn't it?
Now, if it had some range buffs,
if it had some range buffs,
super brittle can't do anything.
Yeah,
absolute zero. Okay,
absolute zero.
The ability will slow all the balloons down. It'll freeze them, so it'll plummet to the ground.
Deal damage.
It does do damage. It does do a little damage. It stops them completely, so they might just like fall to the ground. Which we're just going to pretend that the house falling to the ground is perfectly fine and that it doesn't need a slow descent. We're just going to say popping the balloon safely is our only goal here. And then
safely grounds the house. So that safely grounds the house.
Wow. Good job, Snowstorm.
Icicle Impale.
I think it does it. He's got. I mean, it's honestly, a cannon.
I'm tempted to agree.
I think Ice Monkey's our first 2 out of 3 here.
Yeah, good on him. We'll get to. I'm sure we'll have a 3.
I think we have
right?
2 more.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I think we have 2 3 out of 3s in a row here, actually, because we have Glue Gunner, who's precise, destroys the shit out of the balloons, has decent splash damage. I mean, Glue Storm is an instant win.
Acid. It is like acid. It's hyperactive acid.
Okay, yeah, actually. I think can do it, but I think I would say, specifically the other two win. But
yeah, the other two do it, no problem. But I
Balloon Solver, it'll hurt.
Does it but it'll hurt.
Okay, Sniper. Okay, Snipers.
Sniper Monkey.
We know exactly where they're
all
going.
3 of them.
Their entire purpose is to be precise.
Is to be precise.
And that's what we're looking for here, is precision. Precision, long range, strength. They got it all.
The goal of the sniper is to be polite, be efficient, and have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
And they do it in spades.
Spades.
Aren't they your favorite tower in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, so your favorite is just the objective best in this in this question. Okay. Energizer.
Does nothing. Energizer can't do it.
No,
I don't have any faith
actually, in it. Energizer gets a maybe because it has, what's the fucking name of it? It has the range thing.
The thingy-majig. The advanced intel.
Yeah, it has intel. All three of the subs have intel. So I'm gonna put it in maybe because it's still just like at best 4 damage airburst darts.
Which is good. First strike capability. Now
Destroys the
I think
house.
we might. Are we sure? Because it is precise enough to target individual
Nerb.
Moabs.
That's preemptive strike. It's going to
Oh,
automatically hit it and do intense
oh yeah.
splash damage to everything around it because first strike got buffed to do area damage. So it's going to damage the house. And it's
What do we think about
preemptive is
Sub-Commander?
enough to destroy a baseline DDT in one shot. And those things are made of lead.
What do we think about Sub Commander?
I think it's a yeah, no, it safely grounds it.
You're alive.
It's precise.
Am I dead?
I think it does it. Aircraft carrier. I think that also safely grounds the house.
Yeah, I think I think my audio just glitched out for a sec.
Oh.
Sub Commander.
I said sub commander safely grounds it. So it's pretty precise.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I said carrier
Same with
flagship also does it.
Honestly. Carrier flagship and Pirate Lord.
Why Pirate Lord?
I would say Pirate Lord because it doesn't actually just have the cannons.
It has cannons and darts. That's all it's got. Well, cannons, darts, and grapes. None of which are going to be making it.
I think I could do it, but it would hurt.
Yeah. It also
does have the grapple.
It has the hook, so we could just imagine that hooks into the house and it brings it down for range.
And brings
so
it down.
I think it can do it, but no matter what, it's damaging the house.
Yeah, so can do it, but it'll hurt.
And then Trade Empire just can't do anything.
Yeah, it can make money. It can buy the balloons. We know that Sky Shredder is going into safely grounds the house, right? Because like darts aren't getting through wooden planks.
Yeah, but it'll hurt the house. You're going to have to clean out thousands of darts from the side of your housing. Because those are high-powered darts. Those are destroying cannons.
The Sub-Commander?
The Sub-Commander has homing darts. It can choose where to hit.
What about Carrier Flagship? The Carrier Flagship also shoots a fuck ton of darts from its little airplanes.
Yeah, but it shoots them directly forwards.
What about the glue? That's going to be all over the house.
Yeah, but then, okay. Well, actually, no, because the glue is more damaging than the snowstorm, because the snowstorm, I mean, the house is built for that. So I think
I don't know. I think it's safe.
I think glue.
Yeah,
I think the glues go in hurt. The glues go in hurt, and maybe aircraft carrier does too, because it also does have the spread of 8. And then
Sarbomba. I think we don't need to explain this one.
Yeah. And then Big Plane ISAB also goes and destroys the house.
I'm gonna also Flying Fortress also goes into destroys the house.
Yeah.
Like, unless we're assuming that in war it can shoot darts and only darts at a time, but like that doesn't make any logical sense.
We're going off how it functions in game, essentially.
Yeah. Speaking of which, explosives. So Apache Prime, it also destroys the house.
Well, okay.
However, Chinook.
No. Listen to Apache Prime, because it can shoot pretty directly, and the explosions are tiny. I think because it's precise, I think it can do it. I think it can do it, but it'll hurt.
Yeah, I think Chinook can absolutely do it. I mean, it's just a monkey with it's a sniper with like shorter range.
It's a short range sniper plus a heli that has very precise low damage darts that it can shoot without hitting the house.
Exactly.
And same thing with the Comanche, because it's like the missiles. I think it only shoots at Moabs, and even if it doesn't, they're very, very short-range explosions that I think would be good enough to just hit the balloons. I think it just does
think we all know where all 3 mortars are going.
Especially the one that has the nice nuclear symbol on it.
Nice atomic symbol. Listen, nuking the house, calling an artillery barrage, and lighting it on fire.
Carl is in the 7th layer of hell. He's going to wish he was at Unit 731 right now.
Fallout reference.
Ray of Doom.
I think safely would do it, considering it's like a laser pointer.
It is precise. It is precise.
Mad, though.
Mad destroys the house. Buckshot can do it, but it'll hurt.
Yeah, I agree. Buckshot could go through wood after a couple of shots. Gandalf. Where are we putting Gandalf the Grey?
Okay. If he didn't have the fire, I'd say he has ground to stand on. But he has the fire. He's going to light it on fire, and he has pretty short range. Destroys the house.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, Phoenix goes and destroys the house. And then I would put
Necromancer.
Necro in maybe.
Yeah, Necromancer kind of only has that short range blast attack before it gets to summon any balloons.
Although he can summon blimps after a certain period of time. So if he summons a blimp, just one, then he gets the house. He gets the house down. I think I'll put him in make some headway.
I don't think Necromancer actually it's based off time. I think it's actually based off of like how big its graveyard is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, it takes time for it to pop the balloons. It needs to actually get some headway first.
Yeah, give it that second to build up, and then it's perfect.
TSG
True Sun God
can do it, but it'll hurt because I feel like it's gonna have some.
Yeah,
it's gonna damage some shit because of how big its projectiles are.
I'm gonna say personally, Tech Terror could do it, just as long as it doesn't activate its ability.
I feel like I would put it in the same thing as TSG because it's like it's got the same problem of just very big scattered projectiles.
The Batman could do it.
Oh, Batman solos. He's also just a cool tower.
Batman's
Grandmaster.
A cool dude.
I think Grandmaster's makes headway because like it just has to fucking reach the balloons because it's throwing them by hand.
So it has a ton of projectiles.
But they're also seeking.
They are also seeking, exactly, so they won't get stuck. So honestly, I'd say safely grants the house.
I'm putting it in makes headway because we still have the issue of it actually hitting the balloons first.
True. Saboteur. Grand Saboteur.
Sabo can just pop the balloons with its ability. Because it does damage. It can't. Well, it doesn't necessarily do damage, but it can. It can do damage.
Master Bomber.
Master Bomber destroys the house. Cool.
Alcoholics cannot do it.
Total Transformation can do it, but it'll hurt.
Yeah, it shoots laser beams out of its frickin' eyes.
And then BMA. It's like BMA. I'm gonna put in maybe because like. It can throw the potion that turns everything into red balloons, so it can weaken the house. But it's not going to actually bring it down. It's just going to be all reds.
All right, Zeus.
Zeus. I mean, we saw that in the movie Up, the house does in fact survive dealing with intense storms.
So I think safely grants the house.
I think it's safely
the balloons
because it can do it more concentrated because it's controlling it. So it's better than like an actual superstorm.
Funny Vine Monkey, no. No range. What are you gonna do?
Other funny
Avatar of Wrath.
Avatar of Wrath. He does shoot. Okay, I think he does it, but it hurts because he can shoot very far and a lot. But because of how much it is and how scattered it is, he's gonna damage something.
Yeah.
God,
well, anyway, we know what these
tier list doesn't even have fucking Beast Handler on it.
Can't the next like 9 just straight up can't do anything.
The farms, I'm putting them in can't do it, but it'll hurt on accident. All 3 farms can't do anything. Okay, at least super mines and Parma can't do anything. Carpet of Spikes. No, I'd say Carpet of Spikes still doesn't do anything. Primary Expertise does it easily.
Yeah,
one shot.
That's funny. So.
The other 2 don't do anything.
No. They're buildings.
Sentry Champion.
Paragon, same shit.
Sentry Paragon. We call him Sentry Paragon.
He's a Paragon in my.
He's just the same as Plasma, I think. So I'm just gonna put him in I'm gonna put him in the bottom of Safely Grounds the House because he's basically just Plasma Monkey, but there's more of him.
There's just multiplas from Fallout New Vegas. Energizer doesn't do anything.
That's not Energizer. That's Ultra Boost. Ultra Boost, I'm going to put it in a maybe because he does at least have like a pretty strong nail gun, but it's just a nail gun. I'm going to say the same thing for 3XL. All right. Wait, where do we put
Handler?
Yeah, Beast Handler.
Where do we put the Beast Handler? Wait, all the beasts are melee, so nothing. They can't do anything.
No. Poakai.
Right, fucking Polakai. Polakai would absolutely do it, no problem.
I'm gonna put like a plus sign in each of the tiers, and then like what else is going there. So, Poakai is one of the ones that we don't have an icon for that's going up there. Then the other two can't do anything. Plus Meg
the other
and
two.
Giga.
Meg and
Meg and Giga.
Meg and Giga. Yeah.
All right. That's the end of the regular towers. So heroes. Quincy.
Heroes.
Nothing gets past his bow.
Nothing gets past his bow. He does also have Storm of Arrows.
Storm of Arrows damages the house, but it gets the balloons. I think he does it, but it'll hurt. Because, like, if he shoots with his regular bow, then he's going to also be shooting explosives, and that's a risky business, considering his fucking accuracy.
Gwen and Striker both destroy the house as well.
And Church. I'm going to preemptively put Church there, and yeah.
I don't think Oben can do anything.
Oben isn't even... Short. He's not doing anything.
He's too short range. Sai? I think Sai could do it.
Sai wins. Sai clears. Sai is... I'm putting Sai right next to the Sniper Monkeys, because they function identically. They're the Sniper Monkey hero.
Ben can't do anything.
Ben destroys the house with his intense IQ.
Ben cancels the house on Twitter.
Oh my god. Azealia, I think she does it, because she has hit scan magic. She's kind of like Sai.
Unfortunately, Patrick Justification cannot do anything.
I'm so sad. I love him. Oh.
Adora
absolutely does it. Ball of Light is super precise.
Yeah. Brickle
has nothing but a pistol. Can her pistol... Is her pistol long range enough? Probably. If we're saying that a crossbow can do it, then she can absolutely do it.
I think she makes some headway.
It's also... Yeah, she makes headway, because it's also just a single-shot pistol. But...
Eddie absolutely does it. Eddie solo.
His whole thing.
Eddie literally has drones.
He's got drones. It's perfect.
Sada, on the other hand.
Sada, she can leap up to it, but she'll stab it into the house. So I think she does it, but it hurts.
And next, Geraldo. Geraldo and Corvus aren't actually on here.
Geraldo has genies, so he does it.
He does have the genies, so I think he does it no problem. And Corvus...
also probably does it no problem, because he has infinite range.
Actually, I think Corvus is kind of short range instead of his little spirit guy, right?
No, his spirit guy's full map.
Is map range. I think the little spirit guy could do it. I think Corvus got it.
Because we're still dealing with, like, the strongest bloom that's up there is, like, a white bloom. We don't have zebras, we don't have ceramics, we don't have leads.
I think, Corvus will take care of it.
Alright.
And last but not least is the VTSG and the Paragons.
VTSG is identical to TSG, I think.
We'll do it what hurts. Honestly, same thing with Ultra Jug. Something with
Apex Plasma Master is just Ultra Juggernaut, except every ball hurts infinitely more. It destroys the house easily. Glaive Dominus is up there with Glaive Lord. I think it's just the same.
Yeah, precise. I honestly think that Big Boat is also up there. I mean, it's just upgrades to the Fire flagship.
Yeah, I'll put
honestly.
Well, I put carrier flagship and do it, but it'll hurt because of the darts. And I think no, he has just explosions. Navark has just explosions, so I think I'm just gonna put it in can do, but it'll hurt, just like its flagship version.
Yeah. And then what do we think about
Ascended Shadow
Master? I think you do it. I think you do it no problem.
Probably because he's just Grandmaster, but better. And if we're saying that the range,
although it does have the exploding card things,
it can just not use that theoretically. Because we're saying that the house isn't a Moab. The house is just like something they can optionally target if that would help them, which I think is exclusively helpful for Pirate Lord and Navark.
I think Engineer doesn't do it. Actually, no. Engineer has the funny laser.
Engineer has laser. Engineer can do it.
Engineer, he does it no problem.
So Master Builder goes
Wizard with the Shadow Flames? No, destroys the house.
No, absolutely not. What's the name of that one again? Fucking... Magus Perfectus.
Magus Perfectus, yeah.
And then
the last one is the Nautica Siege Core.
Yeah,
I don't think it does it.
I think Siege...
No, I think it does it.
Siege Core goes and destroys the house because it has missiles,
it has
radioactive darts, and a nuclear explosion.
And a nuke.
I think it's probably the most destroys the house out of anything on here. Aside from maybe fucking Sarabamba. I love how we have like 4 separate fucking towers that are just nuclear explosions being used on fucking Carl from Up.
Carl Fredrickson's fucking house.
So that's the
He
fucking...
gets to know for one moment what it's like to live in Hiroshima on the what is it? 18th of May 1945 was Hiroshima?
When... Okay, what does Beekeeper get?
Beekeeper gets an easy destroy. It's the easy
Grounds the
surrounds the
house.
house. I mean, they're bees. They're precise, and he's trained them.
What about Balloon Chipper? You got
Balloon
triple.
Chipper.
You get the two tier 5 equivalents, which are the tier 4s from BTD5. You've got the Moab Suck and the triple vacuum.
Suck. Triple vacuum would do it, no problem. Moab Suck.
The range,
Moab Suck,
though, it's just a vacuum.
But yeah, but the super vac is map wide.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't play enough. I didn't use Balloon Chipper enough in BTD5.
And then there's Moab Suck, which do you really think Moab Suck's gonna work?
I mean,
Moab Suck's gonna pull
we're
the
not
entire
giving it.
house
We're not giving
in.
it to Pat Fusty, and Pat Fusty has the equivalent of a Moab Suck.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Fusty could choose not to target the house.
And he
I don't think
also,
a
we're also
Balloon
thinking
Chipper-
like kind of logically here, and I don't think we could allow him to grab things out of that high in the air.
Exactly. Whereas the balloon chip, I don't. Either way, it either destroys the house or it can't do it. There is no in between.
What
Because
other
like, if it's
interesting
strong enough to
towers
pull
from the
the
series
balloons
can you
in,
bring up?
it's
I guess Monkey Beacon existed. That would go and can't do anything.
yeah. Tribal Turtle, I don't think could do anything. Meerkat Spy couldn't. Nah, Meerkat Spy couldn't do anything because it's just camo detection.
Angry Squirrel probably can't do anything.
Angry Squirrel, yeah, no, I don't think Angry Squirrel does anything.
Oh, Ratadactyl? Ratadactyl does it.
Ratadactyl solos.
Ratadactyl is top tier.
Bloons Day Device destroys the house.
Mm-hmm. Super Monkey
it's
Storm
literally
destroys
called
the house.
Yeah.
What's that one? The Ninja Kiwi. The Ninja Kiwi itself. And the most recent Tower Edition to the Balloons Tower Defense 5 game. I don't know what it even does. I think it's a melee tower, so I don't think it does it.
Yeah. And then, oh gosh. And then only, and then all the powers in 6 are either in destroys the house or doesn't do anything. The only one that's like offensively oriented is like Moab Mine, which would absolutely fuck it, and
Moab Mine wouldn't even hit, though.
No, it wouldn't. You're right. It wouldn't do anything. And Super Monkey Storm we've already listed.
Mm-hmm. And then Road Spikes, which, obviously.
Yeah, road spikes.
Then there's BTD6. BTD6, you haven't played, but it has the Plasma Monkey, which is like, it instantly connects like a whip of plasma to the enemy, like hit scan essentially. That would work probably. There's the battery tower, or the charge tower is what it's called, which is, I don't know, I don't think it would do it because I'm imagining it's like electricity. It does have a laser though. I think the laser specifically could probably do it. And then what else is in BTDX?
The Alchemist was already listed.
Alchemist was in BTDX, but it was like a different Alchemist. And that Alchemist would probably do it better because it's more offensively oriented. And then...
Yeah, basically.
I think that's all that's in BTDX. I think that's all the like, towers that are original to that game.
That's pretty much all the towers in the franchise, outside of the lightsaber thrower, I guess.
Yeah, where do we rank lightsaber thrower?
What about the acid gunner from Balloons Pop?
Oh my god, I forgot about Acid Gunner. The technically different tower. I didn't even remember Balloons Pop existed, man. That game's like kind of fun, but it's also it runs dry real fast.
Repetitive, grindy. Acid gunner can't do it.
Acid Gunner, I mean, he's just worse than the Glue Gunner. He's Glue Gunner if Glue Gunner got no bitches.
So, which tower would you want on your side if you had to take down the outpost? The outpost is intruding on you on your property, and you need one balloon and you need one monkey to take down defend your land.
Okay, If I get to hang out with the monkey afterwards, I'm saying Sai, because Sai could like teach me some like Eldritch magics. If I just want it done and done fast, I take Elite Sniper because of the fucking bouncing bullet. And look at all those fucking lenses. Why does it need that many goggles?
Tactical as fuck.
It's trypophobia as fuck.
Yeah, actually, if you pull the goggles off, it reveals it. It's actually a bipedal jumping. It's Weber from Don't Starve.
I see. And it has 7. Why does it have 7 specifically? It has 7 goggles.
Because it's a spider and it
has
lost one.
7 eyes, 7 noses, and 7 bones in its body. It does 7 lines of coke at 7 a.m.
I remember the reference. I just don't remember the source or anything like that.
Punch Out.
One of those, yeah, Punch Out.
It's a great.
Right, video. Yeah. Because we started making 7 jokes.
Did you watch the video I sent you, by the way?
Fuck, no, I didn't.
Greyford's Pong Pong.
I'll put it on my Watch at Work playlist.
It's some primo LARC action we got going on there.
Andrew, there was a wine. I'm pointing a knife at you while there's wine in the foreground of the LARC.
Yeah. Anyway, to close out this video, as is tradition in 2 separate podcast episodes that either are in progress or haven't been finished yet, we have established a trend of the cheeseburger of the day. What's the cheeseburger of the day, Nerb?
The cheeseburger of the day is an ordinary Big Mac with provolone.
Big Mac with provolone?
Yeah.
You put provolone on your Big Mac? Do you even get Big Macs? Big Macs aren't even good. McDonald's kind of sucks, man.
No, but you could.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
No, I don't eat McDonald's. I respect my body.
I don't think I've ever put provolone on a cheeseburger.
I'd have to try it though. I do like provolone.
I don't have enough of an opinion on provolone because the only times I've ever had it have been when it's on a sub from Jimmy John's, and in that case, it's usually the meat that's doing the heavy lifting on those sandwiches.
I don't try provolone. You see, all me provs are amateur. All me alones are amateurs.
Oh my god.
No?
All my Valones.
Yeah,
next on All My Circuits.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, will we talk about the funny space station game?
Hopefully. That would be cool. Space station game would be cool. We could, you wanted to talk about Avatar in the... Okay, I guess we should say this. So we recorded a podcast episode the week after we did the first one, which was supposed to be a tier list of the Terraria enemies. We got a third of the way through the list and have just had no energy to keep going because it's, it's gonna be
like 6 hours long.
It's gonna be genuinely 6 hours, which is fine, but we just need to have the motivation to get that done. So that episode didn't come out, and then we just didn't do it for a long time. We came back and did it. We did an episode on Fallout, but my mic, because I moved, my PC or OBS hadn't detected my mic after unplugging and plugging it back in. So I'm completely silent throughout the entire video. So it's just Nerb talking to himself.
It's all about Fallout.
Like going silent for a little bit and then saying like some random shit or laughing. There's an entire section where I told a joke for 5 minutes. So it's 5 minutes of Nerb being completely dead silent, and then he laughs.
And then eventually he comes up with a laugh. Yeah, exactly.
So Nerb's schizophrenic breakdown might be a future episode.
It's either a future episode or it's a Patreon reward.
If we ever get a Patreon, that'll be a Patreon reward. That'll be like the schizophrenic breakdown episode is going to be a coveted piece of media. Only the upper echelon of MOTHCAST fan will get to know the schizophrenic
only true fans learn about Nerf's schizophrenia arc.
Oh my god. I can't fucking believe that happened. And then you responded with your own long joke.
Yes, except they can actually hear it.
Yeah, yours is actually recorded in history. Mine, see, like, I would love to tell that joke again, but
But it's long.
it's very long,
It's
and
long.
you know the punchline already, so it's
Yeah.
your reaction would just be like, haha, what a good one, my
Aha.
friend.
What a good one, my compatriot.
My good patriot, glory to America.
I hold on, let me turn on my voice changer.
You have a voice changer?
Yeah, it's when I play Vienna in my tabletop role playing game play and the robot I told you about.
We should
I have
also
a voice
do
changer. So
we
I can
should do
do.
multiple TTRPG episodes because I'm sure you have a lot of shit to share, both on like shit you're
Oh yeah,
doing, both shit you're doing
that's what we can
now
do tomorrow.
and like horror stories.
Yeah, we could totally make like that our next episode tomorrow when we
Sure.
record it. Well, as of right now, we're going to record it tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys won't see it for some period of time. All these videos have gotten about 15 views on average, so all 15 of you,
You know, all
love you.
15 diehard MOTHCAST fans. We'll be doing a meet and greet. What's your address?
We will come. We will come to your house with
We will.
HelloFresh from HelloFresh Code. We
We're not
Code.
sponsored.
We are not sponsored by HelloFresh. Dude, my boyfriend has been getting HelloFresh and then actually like making their meals, and they're like good. I like them.
Yeah,
I now have an opinion on HelloFresh, and it's good, and I'm not sponsored. So now I really want to be sponsored by HelloFresh and say, use code We Are Not Sponsored by HelloFresh at HelloFresh.com to get 15% off your next order.
I, as someone who is sponsored by HelloFresh, could say, no, I'm not sponsored by HelloFresh.
Yeah,
I have tried HelloFresh though. It is good
it's
food.
good. And I
It's good,
think
exactly. It's
they
convenient.
also own Factor, and Factor I've also heard good things about. Like, granted, I've
Another-
heard good things about Factor from people who are sponsored by it, so that's obviously biased.
Obviously biased.
But it's like it's HelloFresh's fucking alternative to like microwave meals, so it's probably good. Like honestly, I want
it's
to give
probably
it a
gonna be
try.
better than those fucking sodium-rich Hungry Man meals. Those are fucking awful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't eat though. You don't eat microwave meals.
No, either my parents cook or I make something for myself.
Like, I don't know if you've ever like given them a shot at all, but they're
I have.
definitely good.
Oh no,
They're
I
good
used to eat a lot
dinners
when
out
I was
there.
younger. But like, I went back a little while ago and I tried one of those fucking Hungry Man meals, like one of the fried chicken one. It was awful. I never want to eat one of those again.
I must have bad standards because I love shitty food. I love Marie Calendar meals and healthy choice meals. I've never been a Hungry Man person, but I'll eat Banquet. Banquet is like the lowest tier.
I have not tried Banquet before.
If you've ever had a Banquet TV dinner, they are just the absolute least expensive, and you get exactly what you pay for. It's not dog shit, but it's certainly not something you will go out of your way to eat again.
Here's what we do. If I ever end up moving to the States, I come over to your place and we do a food review.
That would be really funny.
Cooking episode. We make the tube.
Oh god. We should though. That would be really funny.
Yep, taste testing, making a food from a friend's dream.
Yeah. For context, I had a dream one time. If you ever heard of the King's Hand, the King's Hand is a dream somebody had where they thought of a recipe for a cookie that was an M&M cookie, like a monster cookie, in the shape of a giant hand, and it was filled with Greek salad. And then that spawned like a whole like subreddit called I think it's called Somna Gastronomy, which is where people will have like recipes in their dreams. Like there was one called In the Hole, which was a soup. It was called a soup, but it was made up of like Earl Grey tea and like Souchong tea or something like that, and with like a bunch of salt in it. And then I had my own answer to the King's Hand / In the Hole, where I had a dream where my old housemate Joe took me and my friend Xander to a restaurant that was known for its hot dogs, and they had a specialty hot dog that is a foot long, covered in mozzarella sauce, pineapple chunks, crab meat, and chocolate sauce. Also, I think I said mozzarella sauce, but it's like shredded mozzarella cheese, then pineapple chunks, like full pineapple chunks, like you'd see on a pizza. Crab meat, which was just like chunks of little like torn apart like shredded crab meat, essentially. Not like shredded, but because it was in little chunks, as I said, and then drizzled with chocolate sauce. And I had multiple people. I made a post on Reddit about that, which is how I found out about Somni Gastronomy, because like somebody cross-posted it to that subreddit, and I was like, holy shit! So many people said they want to make it, and no one did, because obviously,
Don't do this.
we should do this.
We should do this. We should be the guinea pigs.
Have you heard of battery acid spaghetti?
I did. Where you mix, what is it, like Monster Energy and like
it's Monster Energy and sour gummy
like
worms.
sour gummy worms. You mix them together and then it like makes something with a similar pH to battery acid.
It becomes actual battery acid, and it really burns and makes you want to vomit. But apparently it tastes fantastic.
This is why we find an artificial one. We like make a more basic version of it. It isn't base, and by basic I mean like
Literally
based,
alkaline,
chemically based. Yeah, make it more like an alkaline solution. Exactly. I don't know. We'll put some alkaline batteries into it.
Oh my god. So we do that. We do battery acid spaghetti. No. I know people. My boyfriend's last ex made battery acid spaghetti. And everyone that made it responded, like in the original thread about battery acid spaghetti, responded with just 3 short words: "Don't do this."
Don't do this. Yeah, I know. I found the original thread on Tumblr. I have a Tumblr.
And we need to do that for the tube. We talk about the tube and we just post 3 words: "Don't do this."
Don't make the tube.
From hit novel from hit novelist who wrote "Don't create the torment nexus." Now, don't make the tube.
The tube, the horror.
This
is a tier list video.
Speaking of like random shit we've seen on Tumblr that ended up also being like famous. Have you ever seen that one post about this guy that's like on billboards who he got really famous? His name's Tim Misny. He's a lawyer who had a really famous ad campaign where he was just pointing at the viewer with like a rock, like lifting his eyebrow kind of expression, because he's bald. He looks like the Rock almost. Just pointing at the viewer with the words "Tim Misny makes them pay." And that ad campaign got so famous that he eventually started just doing billboards that say, "You know what I do," instead. And then later, he simplified it even more to just pictures of his eyes and no text. And I heard about that, and I saw a Tumblr post about Tim Misny, and it was like, yeah, in the Cleveland area, this guy's really famous. I'm shocked nobody else knows about the character that is Tim Misny. And then, now I'm living in Cleveland, and when I was driving here, I started seeing Tim Misny on the fucking billboards, and I was like, holy shit, I know him! I've seen him I've seen him in memes before, and now he's real.
Right.
It's fucking Tim Misny. You know what he does. I'll show you fucking pictures of Tim Misny when we get off.
Yeah, after we stop. Yeah, which is honestly is a good time. When we finished with the TLS, we ended up shooting the shit for a while. We got 2 into the podcast episode tomorrow.
We'll talk more. We'll talk more tomorrow.
We'll do the podcast episode tomorrow. We'll talk.
We'll do it live.
Stupid. We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
But not right now. I need
a drink. My throat is killing me.
All right. Well, Godspeed. Like, comment, subscribe. The whole 9 yards.
Make a tube. Don't create the Torment Nexus. Make a tube.
Don't create the Torment Nexus. Do not punch a hole in the surface of Mars.
Don't look underneath your bed sheet. Remember the 4 Fs or the 5 Fs. Front lawn, face up, feet together, Fallout New Vegas. Fuck you.
Fuck you.